Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all having a great day. If you're new here and you like the information, please like and subscribe down below. I wanted to talk to you today just a little bit about limiting beliefs. You know, a lot of people have a limited belief on who they are, on their abilities based on what the world says about them. And I can honestly tell you that I never listened to what the world said about me. I didn't like what the world said, so I stopped listening to it. I started doing what I wanted to do, meaning if, I just put a video out about doing my own divorce, okay? Well, that's something I can break free from the systems to do. I don't have to go through the typical means of handling something because I've got the ability to do it myself, and there are available resources for me too. That's what I'm talking about. Stop allowing people outside of you put limitations on you. If you don't want people knowing your business, then stop talking about it. It's that simple. If you don't want people's negative opinions, don't tell them what you're going to be doing. We've got to stop blaming others for how they make us feel when we're giving them the information to criticize us. If you don't like it, stop talking about it. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, because we do need to talk to the people who can give us, I do think that we need people that we can talk to share our ideas with, but they need to be like-minded people. Somebody who is at the same, I don't want to say energetic level as me or you, but somebody who has experienced it. And let me say it that way. If you get advice from people who have not experienced what you're going through, you're going to get advice from the world. And all the advice they're going to tell you is advice that they've experienced or that they've seen along the way. It's not necessarily even the right advice. You know, if I had taken the advice of the hospital from my grandson wouldn't be how he is today. I mean, there are times that we put ourselves out there because we want somebody to approve us. And what we need to realize is that approval does not come from the outside. It comes from the divine, and it comes from the inside. You need to be able to love yourself before you can allow somebody else to love you back. Because if you don't love yourself, you're going to allow yourself to have a limited amount of love shown to you. You're going to think that a minimal amount of love is sufficient when in reality it's not. If you don't get along with somebody, sometimes you have to change. You have to move on. And it's hard, yes. But if you think of people more like energy, it's not. If you think of a person not as a family member, a child, a spouse, a dear friend, if you think of them as energy, negative energy or positive energy, it makes it a lot easier to separate yourself from that situation. You may not be able to separate yourself entirely, but if you limit your interaction, the other person is going to get the idea. They're going to get the idea that you want things to change for the better, and they'll do one of two things. They will move on, going the way that they are, the way they have been, or they'll respect you and they'll change. Well, either way, it should not be a desire for approval from everybody. We don't need everybody else's approval. The only approval we need is God's. And God's never going to steer you wrong. He will never tell you to go do something and take a risk at doing something that He's not already worked out on your behalf. My entire life I've lived like this. I've made choices by going within, and I learned a long time ago that if I don't want people telling me that I can't do something, then I stop telling them what I'm going to try doing, and then I just do it. So that's my message for today. I hope it helps. like and subscribe. Have a great day, you guys. Bye.